Yeah, back pain is the worst.
And I got a bunch of new leggings, so we're feeling great.
Cool.
There we are. No sleep leggings.
No sleep leggings gang. It's gonna be the name of my rap group.
Yeah. It's funny. Brandon, how was your week?
It's been a lot, but I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah?
Just a lot of just getting work done. So
Getting your not your little, but your program.
my little baby programming. my eensy weensy coding degree.
You get that itty bitty thing going on. What's that thing?
Yeah.
Your career.
It's a little bit of computer. Yeah. We had our final this week was the test to see if we could go to the next phase. And we had to spend a week building a website from scratch.
And you're the one that people were like, we don't even know what this is.
They were like, why are there a bunch of creepy Sesame Street characters all over this website?
Is that what you were going for? They just didn't know.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be like you build a website where you can assign robots to like projects. And I made all my robots Sesame Street characters.
Okay.
Iconic.
No.
Did you pass?
I'll find out.
There you are. Oh, I thought we'd have to do the show without you, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasting will be a thrill. Grandpa and chill, grandson and friends. Podcasting Grandpa and chill will be a thrill, grandson and friends. With your hosts, Grandpa Barton, Brandon Fox, Phines Jackson, and Sierra Dawes. This is Grandpa and Chill.
Thought you were gonna say like I rebuilt AmandaPlease.com from scratch.
Ooh, what's that?
You don't remember AmandaPlease.com?
No.
Amanda, please.
Am I too old?
From the Amanda Show.
Are you too old?
Go on the website and see. Like she used to play that. Like she used to play. Okay, so Grandpa, Amanda Bynes was this amazing actress and comic legend, and she had a sketch comedy show as a teenager, and she would play like 24 different characters, and one of the characters was
yes,
and she would stalk.
One of the characters was what too?
One of the characters was a stalker. She would dress up as this like nerdy
a stalker.
Girl
Okay,
would stalk the real Amanda Bynes. So she would always be like, she had like a fan website, and she was super creepy and did all this crazy stuff, and she would like chase after Amanda Bynes, but it's Amanda Bynes playing her, so she would never find her, and it was so amazing. And they made a whole website based off of that joke in the show, and it was AmandaPlease.com, and it was amazing. And I think it's gone now because Flash is gone.
I didn't know they made a real website out of it.
Page not found. It just takes you to some Nickelodeon garbage.
Yeah,
I think Space Jam still has his old website.
They have to, because the new one's coming out this summer.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are into Breaking Bad, but you can still go to Walter White's cancer fund
and
cancer
donate money.
What?
There was a website set up in season 1 for Walter White's cancer, and you can still go to the website.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Bro, spacejam.com is still here. I don't think any of the links will work. Oh my god, they do. What do these do? Okay, no, they don't all work. The merch store works, but
of course.
Planet B-Roll.
Bro, what?
You got player bios.
What? Wait, where is that?
Sean Brown.
Behind the jam. That's what I'm talking about.
Is Pookie okay?
I don't know how to respond to that because I'm just super. She says I've been waiting a while already, but I'm like, waiting where, babe? Like I just sent you.
Yeah, she's not even in the Zoom or the clean feed yet. So.
I don't know what that means, Pookie.
Is anybody in the clean feed?
Just Pam.
Pam left the Zoom.
Pam, why? I got a lot.
What do you got? What do you have any? What you thinking about for next year, Grandpa?
Well, it depends on whether we get this COVID situation under control.
Mm-hmm.
And as I mentioned before, I've bought a video camera that does cinema. So I'm working on that, and hopefully I'll get some work from doing music recording, which I've been doing, and some video, and hope for good health. That's the main thing when you get my age. Hopefully stay healthy, and maybe try to get in to do a little more exercise than I've been doing. I've been kind of lazy about it.
I feel it.
Get those steps in.
It's been hard.
Yeah.
There's no, it's hard to get up and do stuff sometimes.
Right.
If you were a betting man, what time do you think we'll be back to normal here?
I don't know. Normal could be. I once had a friend. We called him Normal. He had just gotten out of the mental hospital. But anyhow, normal. I don't know. Hopefully, I guess we'll be maybe 90% there by the spring. But it's hard to say how long.
Wow. I would hope so.
From a political standpoint, we have an awful lot of resistance from the Republican organization to accept this the election, and that may create issues if you're into politics. But I guess the main one for most people is health and just being able to keep a roof over their head and take care of their families and so forth.
Yeah, I actually heard some of the Mitch McConnell, the big name for the Republican side. He finally was like, "Hey, Joe Biden won."
Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah.
So that's hopefully that's good news. Some people are drinking their medicine.
Yeah, but he hasn't really been all that helpful over the years. He's not really been there for most of the people.
I heard that the two of them are good friends.
Who?
McConnell and Biden.
Oh, okay. Well,
Which I thought was weird to hear, but
I believe that.
That's good for America. We want people to be friends.
We don't.
Doesn't he look like, you guys ever see that old cartoon with I think it was like Arthur the Turtle or something like that?
Arthur? Yeah. Franklin?
Franklin. Doesn't he look just like Franklin?
I can't say I've seen. Don't do that to Franklin.
Don't disrespect Franklin.
No.
Don't do that.
How about you, Brandon? What's your next year? How you feeling about next year?
Well, it's really crazy because I was talking to Sonny yesterday, literally about this, where we were together New Year's Eve, and that felt like 2 weeks ago. I mean, so much has happened, but it feels like it's just been like this time warp. And a year ago, we were like, oh my God, imagine all the things we're going to get done and accomplish, and where we're going to be December of 2020. And I was like, couldn't fucking imagine, So I think
jinxing the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah. All me. So I think just taking it easy and just practicing deep breaths,
Taking it easy.
Setting my I used to do this a lot in school where it's I knew I couldn't get an A, but I would fail at first so that if I got a C, they'd be like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
My teacher was like, you're most improved.
And that's all that matters, It's about you and yourself. And setting expectations as low as possible, so no matter what, you're happily surprised. No. You set your expectations to get an A. You got a C. If you had them as low as you could, you'd be like, I'm just trying to pass this mug.
No. I set the expectation of an F, and then I got a C because I knew I couldn't get an A.
Big brain.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the opposite.
Try the other way around this year, maybe.
I'll end up with a C and be disappointed.
It's okay. Because, you have to know disappointment to know success, right?
I said humble yourself.
So just go ahead.
Isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Phines, but isn't it weird that like
you're wrong?
All right, next topic. Today on Grand Punch, you know what's crazy? We got like 12 guests today, and fucking none of them are here.
That's good. It's all right. We don't. What are you about to say? Correct me if I'm wrong. What are you about to say?
Oh, it's gone. It's in the ether now.
Good.
It's just pixie dust.
More fake news.
It's floated away.
I'm glad I nipped it in the bud early before I got out.
No. What I was gonna say, if I can remember, or I literally forget what we were talking
about. Sierra, what are your expectations?
There we are.
What are my expectations?
For the new year. Yeah.
What are my expectations for the new year? Hopefully my spine will work so I can get back into my fitness. It's a top goal. Get some great career goals going. Just some goals, not even accomplishing them. We're just going to set some goals.
Have them written by 2021, December 31st.
Just any kind of plan is going to be ideal. That's going to be great. What am I going to do next year? I'm going to figure out this animating thing because that's probably going to take me at least into next year to figure out what the hell I did today. And I want to do an audiobook. And I'd like to, you know what I want to do? I want to get a vaccine and I want to stop dealing with stupid people. That is my goal. Though that's one of my big goals for next year. Stop dealing with stupid people.
I would say your expectation is lower because you are going to be disappointed.
I thought I've if you had seen where I was like 2 or 3 years ago, as far as stupid people versus where I am now, I have curved a lot of that tomfoolery out of my lifestyle.
Really? That's dope.
But I don't really need any of it. I actually have enough stressors without letting anything else stupid crawl under the cracks.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be one of my top goals.
Well, hopefully the next administration won't be stirring up the white trash like this one's been doing. I'm being right to the point, but
stop drinking that stupid juice. These next people won't be drinking it so heavily.
Yeah.
White trash, black trash, the all in between trash. Just stop being trash.
Stop being trash.
I think it's weird. Like through my 20s, how much I was caught in a loop with like people that were toxic in my life or stupid or whatever, and how there's almost like something seductive that kept bringing me back until I was like, you got to be done, you know? And then it's like, okay, this person's not in my life anymore, but now I have like this equilibrium, like I feel better.
Yeah,
we're worth it. We're worth it.
Worth it.
Being around stupid people it's good sometimes, you know.
It's bad for my blood pressure. It's bad for my back. It's bad for my skin.
I think it should be like a Snickers bar, you know. Every now and then when you're feeling bad about yourself, you go around somebody and you go, damn, I'm glad I'm not that stupid. And then you go back to your regular world. It should be a good balance.
Are we recording? Because that was the most most liked thing I've ever heard on this podcast. Did you? Wow.
Yeah, we're going.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew a Snickers bar would be so deep.
Just a voluntary taste.
You know, Sierra, talking about back problems, I don't usually have them, but I had to do some heavy carrying the other day for this recording that I did. And boy, just standing up or taking a step, I got like a really strong pain in my back, but my lower back. That was last night, and then this morning it wasn't too bad. It kind of dissipated. Hopefully it'll go away entirely, but I don't understand. I mean, I didn't do that much work, but I guess I'm just not used to whatever it is, and you know, just a certain motion or moving creates like a lot of discomfort. So,
well, did you stretch before you started lifting?
I was gonna say, yeah. Do you guys stretch?
No, I didn't think of that.
You always stretch in the morning and before you go to sleep, and you should stretch before you're going to do something new. Did you lift with your legs?
Mm-hmm. Are you being?
You mean get on my back and push stuff up with my?
No, but bend your knees and lift with your
your
leg. You gotta lift.
I generally do that. Yeah,
Crucial.
I generally do that.
I'd love to see the other way though. Yeah. Yeah, why don't we stretch? Nobody in my family stretches, and it's really bad because I love exercising and I just never can bring myself to stretch before and after.
They're all Republicans.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
blame it on your family upbringing. That the reason why you don't stretch.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you do?
I never stretched because of you.
I couldn't. Look at my back.
You never stretched me.
Feel my shoulders. Look how tight they are.
Yeah. This is all your fault.
Wow. Okay. I got escalated. Yes. What do you about to say, Grandpa?
Brandon, what do you do to keep in shape?
I have been watching these 20-minute morning workout videos at nighttime, and it's like lovely. It's just everything you can do on a yoga mat, and yeah, I like it. I like working out. So
nice.
You're not just watching it.
Oh no, I put on 2x speed and eat popcorn, but like.
Okay.
It's a good eye muscle workout. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's better if you think about it hard enough, like that placebo thing.
Bro, one of the comments said, I paused it so he could have a break.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. We're at 7:04. Am I good to introduce?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Hey. Oh, Phines.
Is it okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Grandpa, can I introduce the show?
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Brandon Fox. You're listening to Grandpa and Chill. This is the final episode of 2020, and we are so excited to have you listening today. I'm here, as always, with our amazing producer,
Sierra,
our co-host,
Grandpa.
Oh, both of them went.
Yeah.
Boom. Right on with you.
And
we got Grandpa, and we got Phines, and we got Sierra. And in the waiting room, our very first guest of our last episode of 2020. You know her, you love her, Pamela Pace.
Woo! Ham.
Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Hi, everyone.
Happy to have you back, Pam.
Hi.
Thanks for having me back. I've been listening to all of you.
Aw.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Good,
What would
good
you give
last
us?
show of 2020.
All right, let's end it here.
Yeah.
Well, we're ahead. Are you excited for the new year? Are you yeah.
You know, I am so ready for this year to be over with. I've been listening to what you guys have been talking about, and I'm thinking to myself, God, you know, I'm 64 and a half years old, and I can never, ever, ever recall a more pitiful year in my life. I mean, you know, everything from who we've had to deal with for the last 4 years to, you know, this COVID thing to, you know, and now I keep hearing about this, something going on out in the universe. Some big weird thing is happening out there that nobody can figure out. And so I'm going, you know, it's 2020. It makes perfect sense. So yeah, I'm ready for it to be over with.
Something like in the stars is happening?
Yeah, supposed to be out there, and they don't know exactly what it is. There's all kinds of alignments happening right now. They say there's all kinds of weird stuff going on out in the universe. So, you know, it stands to reason. It's 2020. So this is the perfect time for it. If anything's going to be screwed up, this is the year to screw it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Black people are going to get superpowers on the 21st.
Cool.
21st of what? I need
This month,
ready.
5 days. We're doing it, Phines.
Oh, great. Good. All right.
If you go on Twitter and you look up December 21st, you can see all the memes. It's coming. Everybody's ready. Everybody's getting ready.
Superpowers?
I don't know who said it. It was just some meme that started like a few days ago. But like everyone on my Twitter was like, all right, what are you doing? I'm teleporting here. All right, what are you going to do? I'm going to fly to Florida. And then we're like,
why would they pick Florida?
Just specifically
Florida.
for Black people? Because, there's white people that would like to do that too,
Pam, it's just us. It's just us, Pam. I don't know
that's not even fair.
Know where the original quote came from, but I just know it's just us. And there were even some biracial people. They're like, I'm half Black, so what do I get half power? Do I get like double? Like, am I getting anything? And they were like, we don't know. We heard very specifically Black people. We didn't hear anything about anything.
Well, I guess that's the white privilege thing just went out the window then. So it's just
to balance it out. That's what it's going to do. On that day, it's all going to balance out.
Ah, perfect. Well, it's about damn time.
Yeah.
I have my fingers crossed for the power of white wealth as my power. Let's hope I get it.
Can I cross my fingers for that too?
Yeah, and bulletproof. That'd be nice as well.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Phines, how did you phrase the question to Grandpa and Sierra and myself about the new year? I like the way that you said it. It was good, right?
What are you thinking about the new year? I think that's what I said.
Oh, okay. What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about? Okay. I don't think it was some type of. Was it fancy?
It sounded. I don't know. I thought it was, but I guess I already asked that.
What do you have planned for the new year?
I leave this Friday. I live in a little suburb outside of Las Vegas, Henderson. It's rather large. I mean, it's like 500,000 people in Henderson. So, it's a good sized town, but I go back to the hills. I fly out and my husband's going to drive out next week, but I'm going back home and going into this little kind of, regional secluded burb. West Plains, going to be with my family and do that. I've had some trepidation about doing it, but I think I told you guys the last time I was with you that I worked at Caesars Entertainment prior to this COVID thing happening. And I worked in special events where I worked in a lot of the Asian market venues that were going on. I think if I haven't been tested for this COVID thing, I don't know anything if I've had it or not. I haven't had any symptoms. I've never, but I've been lucky, I've flown twice since it started. I'm very conscious about what I'm doing. I double mask. I wear the shield in front and then the mask, and I have the hand sanitizer. I don't touch anything or anything. I don't talk to people. But I flew into Mobile back in July, and I flew home one time. So anyway, long story short, I'm going home, and my mom has been fortunate. She's 88. She's going to be back there. The whole family gets together. It's I don't know. There's a part of me that says this is a bad idea. And then there's a part of me that says, my mom's 88 years old. I kind of want to spend as many Christmases with her as I can. And, so that's what's happening with me.
So you heading up there like after the new year or before the new year starts?
No, I'm leaving Friday, this coming Friday. Okay. And then my husband will follow me. He'll drive out. He drives all over. In fact, he's driving back from Tucson today, job that he did, but he's going to drive out with the dog, bring the dog out. And his children have decided that they don't want us to come to St. Louis. I'm from the Ozarks, way south, right on the Arkansas border. And his kids live up in St. Louis, and they don't want us to be, they've been, and it's not, we understand, completely 1,000% understand. They want to see us, but they just, up there, it's really, really, really bad. I live in this little 55 plus community. There's people I know that have had it here. But the group that I run around with, we've been very careful. We've been very safe and precautionary. And so far we're okay.
Yeah. This feels like almost the wrapping up of like maybe the worst year of just on a higher level of my life. I don't know about you. But
I remember when as a kid, and Grandpa, you do too. remember the year Kent State was happening, and 68, 68 was, and I was a kid myself. I was 12 years old, but I remember that year, and boy, there was so much going on back then that we kind of went, oh crap, is this? I have felt 3,000 times worse about this last year, and I still don't think we're out of the fire yet with it. I still think that there's some crazies out there that there's just people who just I was listening to Sierra earlier, and she said stupid people. There's some really stupid
no more
It's just you just kind of go. I read a meme on a post on Facebook of a friend of mine the other day, and it was this thing. Smart people. There's a lot of smart people with degrees out there, and all these people jumped on this post and they put about how, oh, I worked with this guy who had a degree in such and such, and he was stupid beyond all this. And I said, asking for a friend, how many of you who have posted on here have a college degree? Silence, dead silence, nothing. Nobody responded because, that's the mindset you have out there is if you're smart, you're stupid. And if you're stupid, you're smart. That's what's going on in this world. It's.
We can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Wait, look at her hand movements. They're great. And
hey, it wouldn't be the last episode of the year without my voice sounding like it's in a tin can.
There it is. Hello, okay, Pam.
We're back. Well, maybe.
Nope.
Pam, can you refresh your clean feed link? I don't know what happened.
I bet she can't even hear us.
Can you hear me, Pam?
What were you about to say, Grandpa?
Yeah, Grandpa.
Well, I she won't hear me, but I was going to say maybe it's survival of the fittest. The people that resist the idea of wearing masks and whatever, they're probably the ones that are more likely to get ill from COVID.
Ooh, that's a dark sentiment, Grandpa. Really, I've really gotten to know you this year. And we have Whitney in the.
But Brandon, have you seen the ad where like these two grandparents come down the stairs and they see the grandson, and the grandson looks at them with kind of distraught, and it's all about their shirt being wrinkled. Have you seen that ad?
No.
And the whole thing is for downy fabric softener or something.
Yeah, just manipulating old people into doing their bidding to sell laundry. Yeah, what's crazy is you and I are matching, Grandpa.
Yeah, we are to some degree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Almost to a T. A white undershirt and
No. I'm hearing one says to some degree, another one said to a T.
Yeah.
I guess a T is the shirt you're wearing, to a T. That's funny. Look at that, Brandon.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't know. I think I don't want to be a pessimist, but I'm almost worried. Like people said 2019 was really, really bad. Do you guys remember that? A year ago, everybody's like, "Fuck 2019. 2020 is gonna be our year."
Yeah, those idiots.
Yeah, those idiots. I'm very afraid that the same sort of thing might happen.
Yeah, there's someone in the future looking at us and watching it and going, those idiots, they thought 2021 was bad. Or 2020 was bad, and it really got bad.
Like they still have a universe right now. What was that specific thing Pam was talking about with the universe?
I don't even know. Like literally, I've only seen the memes.
The alignment of the planets was one issue or one thing. And there's also, they're saying other types of supernova and things out in space.
So, we could get swallowed by a black hole in the next year.
It's unlikely.
That's good.
It's happening right now, and the way that time and space works, it just.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. I heard
unlikely and inevitable. So
that's okay. Yeah, you know, things start and things end.
Yeah.
Is Pam hearing us now, or?
I'm hearing you now. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Hey,
You're back on. Okay.
Hey, Pam. Yeah.
Away. I don't know what happened. I didn't touch anything. I swear I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, that's super weird. See, this is why we're gonna do something new next year, because
no more clean feed.
Cutting out. This will never happen again, Pam. Never.
No, don't worry about it. I was like, did I do something? Did I hit something? I'm not, I'm not real tech savvy, so.
No, it's super weird.
That's sort of our demographic of the show.
Tech savvy.
Grandpa, are you tech savvy?
Not really. I was into electronics when I was young, and I always looked at computer languages, just zeros and ones, and wasn't real interested in it. So I didn't really keep up with that. But I am tech savvy with regard to audio production, music, and that sort of thing. But not computer savvy.
I have a granddaughter that I have to call. She's 21, and I have to call her and say, okay, walk me through this. I need walk through. Help me out here.
Yeah. That's my Wednesday at 6:20 p.m. So,
and Brandon, that's what you do though.
Walk Grandpa through
the computer stuff, right? The program.
It's weird, man. It's like I went to a fortune teller when I was 19, just randomly. It was one of those like New York City, like we're in a staircase fortune tellers.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to like just mess around, and I like gave a bunch of fake information, and she's like, oh, I see what you do. And it's like, oh, she'll never say actor. And she's like, you work with computers, right? And I was like, well, so off, it's not even funny. And here we are. So
everybody works with computers.
Yeah.
That's what you get for lying.
Yeah, everyone does work with computers. So.
Yeah, she just... You have a phone, don't you?
Yeah.
I bet psychics are pretty good at stocks. They're making assumptions, right?
What do you think, Grandpa?
Well, if Phines is good with stocks, give me some good tips.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Yes. Stick it out. Don't sell Pfizer yet.
Everyone tells me that. Everyone says that. I mean, all the smart people. I'm very impulsive.
I was going to say the opposite, Grandpa. I was going to say you should get out of the stock game for good. I mean,
I've done that about 20 different times.
Yeah,
for good.
I'll tell you good stock. Anything marijuana. Anything.
I agree.
Every state. In the way it's looking now, in Nevada, we have it. It's everywhere. And Grandpa was going to tell you, I heard you talking, Sierra, I heard you talking about your back. I tell you what, CBD, you get you some CBD ointment, put on there, your back will feel like unbelievable. You just can't even imagine. My mother puts it on her feet, and she just can't even believe it. But anyway, every state's going to go legal. It's just going to happen. I mean, and now, Joe Biden didn't really like, he's not really pro weed, but I think there's enough young people now that's going to say, come on. It's just crazy not to.
Yeah.
And you don't think that it will increase the risk of accidents with vehicles?
Nope.
Motor vehicles? No.
Nope. I think when you're stoned, you're a lot carefuler than when you're not. You stop at a stop sign and sit there and No, I don't think so. I would myself prefer if I were going to be in an accident with someone, I'd 10 times prefer to be in an accident with someone who's stoned than someone who's drunk.
Yeah.
There's a lot of drunk drivers out there that.
What's if the government was so concerned about safe driving, then alcohol would not be legal.
Right.
But yeah, okay.
That's the stock of the future. Buy weed. And
self-driving cars, so then you can get as lit as you want to get.
You know, they have a lot of those out here in Vegas. Pre-COVID, they were popping up all over the place. Driverless cars, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be a pretty intense high, is sitting at a self-driving car stoned for the first time, not doing anything, being like,
that's the 2020s we should be pushing for, is so that we can take all the drugs and then not have to worry about ever driving again, because we'll have someone driving for us.
Yeah. Hey, Pam, we were talking about the worst year. What's the best New Year's you've ever had? What's the best year of your life that you've ever? I want
the best year or the best New Year's?
The best holiday time of a year, the wrapping up of a year. It could be either, but
probably 2000. That was a big deal. Grandpa, you probably remember this. 20, you guys were younger, much younger, but 2000, when it went from 1999, we didn't know what the hell was going to happen. We were, people were going around going, "Oh crap! What the sky is falling. The sky is falling."
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Y2K. Yeah, I got together with a group of my gal pals and their husbands, and all of us got together that night, and we watched it come in. And I worked in an industry where you needed to have computers and stuff, and everybody was really worried about computers. How it was going to how they were going to react to the changing over from 1999 to 2000. So that's probably the most memorable New Year's. I did when I lived in LA many years ago during E.T. Remember E.T. the movie E.T.
Mm-hmm.
The Rose Bowl parade, walking. E.T. Remember the movie E.T.?
No, I just wanted you to do the thing.
Oh, do that again? Okay. E.T. that year, I was living in Pasadena, California, and going down the night before the Rose Bowl parade, which is on New Year's, and watch, going up and down the street, looking at everybody camped out, and it was really memorable. I mean, that's something I'll never forget. The thousands and thousands and thousands of people that come in the night before, and it's a big party. I mean, it's a huge party, and that was one of the most memorable. So those two.
Crowds. I never realized I love crowds of people.
Yeah. I missed you.
Yeah.
I miss tailgating.
Pandemic, but
my family are big football people, and we're Kansas City Chiefs people, Mahomes. And so my family always do a big tailgate at Chiefs at the stadium in Kansas City. And I have a cousin who owns a bar up there. So it's a big deal for our family. I miss that so much. Just, standing around and bullshitting with everybody about football. That's something I really miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't miss concerts, though. I think that's because I work for Caesars. I don't miss going to concerts yet.
Yeah.
Yet. Yeah.
I miss a comedy show, like seeing a live comic perform and like a group of people laughing in a room. It's weird how much I spend talking to people like on my computer. It's like I have more social interaction through a computer than I ever did in person before the pandemic. It's like insane, because it's just a lot easier. And I close my laptop at the end of the night, and then I look around and I'm like, I have not like made contact with another human being for the whole day. It's like, it's pretty surreal. It's a weird sort of balancing act kind of experience, but
I was thinking about it the other day and thinking to myself, I can say I've lived through John F. K's assassination, Robert Kennedy's assassination, Martin Luther King's assassination, all these events that have happened in history I've lived through. This is one of the biggies. This is 9/11. All these things that if I live to be 88 like my mother, I can tell my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, hey, I remember this is what happened. This is if I can keep this up here, I'll be able to say that. So
are you a gambler, Pam?
No, my husband is a gambler. I take this back. I'm a gambler with golf. my husband has got me hooked on DraftKings golf, and I make some money. And I have learned about golfers. I can tell you I can name golfers like you wouldn't believe. I can know more about golf than any one woman should ever know about golf. And that's the only thing I gamble on.
Get that golf bag, Pam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I almost won European golf last week. I went with Victor Perez, but Patrick Reed killed it over there in Europe. We're not playing golf over here right now, so it's the European golf.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious, Grandpa, do you feel the same way as Pam with having this be like the sort of biggest American event in your life?
No, I wouldn't say so. It's a big event, but if you're talking about in terms of a world view or, a United States view, yes, but I've had things happen in my life that are more personal to me. Now, this could be very personal if I contacted COVID or my wife did, but it's a big deal, but it's not the biggest deal in my life. No.
Yeah, I think like from a non-personal perspective, it is the biggest though, or
from a non-personal, I think the Vietnam War was a big one.
Gotcha.
For me. I consider that probably one of the biggest, but this is a big one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can compare things. They're all important at the time that they happen to you in life. But yeah, this has a greater effect on more people than any other thing that's happened in my life that I know of.
Yeah. I remember like when I was 6, when 9/11 happened, like it was such like a crazy impactful day, and then from that, like the world was like slightly different, like it felt like it was moving in like a slightly different direction. But I remember being like 7, and it wasn't like that was like the whole air of the entire country that whole time, you know what I mean?
Well, the thing with 9/11 that is so different than it is now is when that happened to us, it happened to us. It happened to the United States of America. That was that pivotal moment where it didn't matter who you were. If you were an American, that happened to you. You felt it. This is different. This feels different. This feels like it like to me. I'm going away. I'm flying off. It's almost like it hasn't become personal to me yet. Where no one that I know has been really affected. I've had friends who have tested positive, but they went through it. They had small symptoms. This and that. But I haven't lost anybody yet. I haven't felt that personal. That 9/11 brought us together. This has torn us apart as a nation, which is really weird because we came together for 9/11. We've split apart in 20 years. We've done weird ass things that
yeah,
I don't know.
I think, Pam, that you've expressed the way I feel about it. It's like not as personal. And 9/11 was a situation where we sort of didn't know what was going to happen next.
Right.
So there was always that very great concern about what might happen.
Why do you guys think back then it was a coming together and now it's a splitting apart?
Grandpa?
Well, I just think that everyone was concerned about our country and, whether we would get involved in a deeper war for one thing, the loss of a great number of lives. It was the first time that we had ever been attacked on continental United States.
Yeah. We don't remember Pearl Harbor, but, I'm sure the people that lived through Pearl Harbor in Hawaii at that time, they remember it as their 9/11. But with 9/11, we were so it shook us to the core that what had happened. It was almost like we let our pants down. We had our pants down, and here we've been fighting in Afghanistan and Iraq and all these places, and yet they just plowed right into buildings with airplanes. It was like, wow, this can happen to us. It woke a lot of people up, I believe. It scared a lot of people into thinking, crap, this can happen. This did happen. This has happened. The Pentagon, I can remember, we didn't know what the hell was going on. It was, and this is just different. It's just not the same.
Yeah, I have some things that I think are some reasons why we probably think that 9/11 is like a more impactful than this. There's multiple things. I guess one is something physical that happened. You saw that happen. You were able to see that. Same thing with Pearl Harbor and a real like war where someone's shot and killed in front of you. You see people murder, I think, or not murder, just killed, I guess, or whatever. I think that's one thing compared to a disease where you don't see it as much. It's not like people are just dying in front of you like the plague or anything like that. So it's a little bit less of a crazy thing in your head. Also, too, I think when tragedy happens to any country, say 9/11 or for us or the pandemic, it's really, really, well, the difference, I think, between a disease and something like a terrorist act or an act of a person is we have somewhere to take our anger out onto. But when it's a pandemic, we're just angry and scared and fearful, and we don't got nobody to get mad at but ourselves. And then that's how divide happens, where at least here we can be like, forget them. Let's all come together for them. And instead of like, really, I don't know if we should have been going to war to kill more people. We probably should have thought about it. But it was like hey, we're upset right now. Let's attack. Let's go. Let's come together. I think that same thing is happening with this disease, but we just don't know who to take it out on.
Right.
Except for like our neighbors.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, Phines. I think you nailed it.
So
yeah.
Good. Yeah. I think it's so weird, like the human tendency towards needing to throw, how'd you phrase it, blame or take it out on?
Yeah, it's
right?
a coping mechanism.
To cope like as like a whole society, and then if you can't find it from outward, it's like, all right, let's point in.
It's no wonder. I think what's going on is like, especially we're already pretty polarized, but you throw something in there that we can't point a finger at, then it makes it even worse. Now we're just like really just going through. I think America probably needs a therapist. A good one, probably.
I've never seen a more polarized nation than what I'm seeing right now.
Me either. It's
unbelievably polarized and very dangerous. If another country wanted to attack us or whatever, with the COVID virus and everything going on, I think that we're in a very dangerous situation. Hopefully, we'll get through this.
Yeah, hopefully, but whoever wins, I'm on the winning side. All right, I just want to be safe.
Tap, if you're listening.
You're supposed to have a spine.
I don't know, Arthur. That brings back problems. That's pretty funny. Speaking of the politics and stuff, Grandpa, the whole in our America being all like weak right now. They heard about Russia doing more spying on us. They're just picking on us now. What are they spying at? They're probably just laughing at us now. Like, oh man.
They say that this was one of the biggest federal hacking ever. I mean, they went in and they got a hold of a lot of information with this. A lot of information that we probably won't even know until he's gone. And even then, I think that they're shredding so much right now that there's paper shredders happening at 24 hours a day, just shredding up every bit of information or evidence that if someone goes in and looks at, there's not going to be anything.
If I deleted my search history, am I good or?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool what you say, though. This is a situation where, again, America probably might be caught pants down. And say this costs a lot of lives, it won't have the same impact as 9/11. Like, even if this hacking results in the same amount of lives lost as 9/11, hopefully, of course not. But we won't react to it the same. We just won't, because it's not. We don't see it.
I honestly believe, this is my take on this whole thing, and I could be really off, but this is honestly my take on this. Trump is a white man who has gotten a hold of the white mentality of people, and Putin is Eastern European, and they're all white over there. That's the reason. Honest to God, I really, really believe it boils down to white and black, and white and anybody else, not just black, anybody else, white. They are wanting, his minions and he are so attached to the idea that the world has got to stay white. The United States has got to stay white. He doesn't realize in 2035, white people are going to be the minority. We're going to be, the minority. But they don't get this in their brain. They are holding on to that last, by God, I'm going to keep my money and my whiteness. I honestly believe. And Putin is all a part of that. The Eastern European, Hungary, you look at Hungary, you look at any of the Slavic nations, any of them, Poland. It's bizarre how things are going on over there. They're wanting to hold on to that white dominance. And I honestly believe that that's what's going on.
And that's what I was saying before when I was saying that this administration wants to stir up what I call white trash.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me speak for the white man a little bit here.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
It's a little bit more. It's complicated. I do definitely think. I don't think this is how I honestly feel. I don't honestly think a white man wakes up in the morning and goes. I think there are some, but I think it's not as high as we think it is. They wake up and go, I want to keep being the best of the best. I want to put my throat on everyone else. I don't think they even think about anybody other than themselves.
And I agree with that.
I think they also have this holier than thou, and that has to do with religion as well. I think it's the entitlement of religious white men. I think that is the crux of it all. But I don't think that they're inertly waking up thinking evil thoughts. I think that they just...
Oh, no, I have a lot of really, and it almost makes me think of when Trump said there's good people on both sides. Yeah, right. But I have a lot of friends. I have a number of friends. I don't have a lot of friends, but I have a number of friends who are Trumpians. They follow his cult of Trump, and they're good people. They give you the shirt off their back for the most part, but when push comes to shove, they've aligned themselves with him, and that says something to me. That says a lot to me, and that says a lot to people like me. If you can justify, if you can follow that ideology, if you can go along with what he's doing and saying, and then there's something not quite right there.
I agree. It's very telling. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before this election, and even maybe after the election, I've been fearful that we're sort of like Germany may have been like in the early 40s. With what I'm saying, to basically overthrow our normal democratic way of life.
Yeah,
it's very scary.
Yeah, I do. It is very telling when someone promotes somebody so. Like we're talking about entitled and narcissistic and a lot of the things are that are toxic to be in a government and a running party, because that's where you get, people trying to genocide a group because they think that they're the peer group and trying to make everyone else like them. Yeah, man. Yeah, people not trying to lump everybody that supports Trump and people like him.
No,
but
I
do agree. If push comes to shove, though, they most likely think they're better than me and think that life would be better if I wasn't in their way.
I saw this video of John McCain when he was running against Obama, and they were like, oh well, Obama is this like illegal, fuck Obama, all this, and John McCain was like, no, he's a good man, we just have different views, and the comment section was a lot of like, it's not that Trump came along and like turned all these people into what this is. It's like they've been waiting for an opportunity for a lot of stuff to be unleashed, excitement of bigotry or.
Well, and I think it also boils down, I've tried to think of where this started at. And, really honest to goodness, if we really stood back and took a good hard look, education is where it starts at. You have got to provide good education for everybody. You've got to get people to a place where they are educated. You can think whatever you want to, but if you have facts in front of you, and if you can pull somebody along and say, look at this. This is scientific facts, or this is historical facts, or this is whatever facts. If you can make people understand that fact-based anything that's facts is what you have to look at. These people have gone off on these QAnon crap. They've come up with their theories that are so ludicrous it makes you cringe. These people are doing things and saying things that are so remotely unfactual that it's not even funny. That's education. If we can go into rural communities and inner cities and educate people. Education is, if not, you're going to have a bunch of stupid people, Sierra. There's going to be a bunch of stupid people you're going to have to deal with every day for the rest of your life, and you're a young woman.
Well, there's a comedian that says you can't fix stupid, and I think he's right. Yeah. And I mean, look at probably the educational level, relatively speaking, of states like Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And there's where you're going to find your greatest right wing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm going to jump off my soapbox.
Sierra?
Yes, Sierra?
I've been thinking about so many things.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to shit all over the rural areas,
I know.
And I knew I would.
I've been inundated with stupidity right here in the land of Lincoln. I went to college with somebody who just didn't know anything, didn't want to vote in 2018, just had no inkling, didn't want to know anything, was totally fine not knowing anything. We tried to explain why it would be so important and necessary to vote in 2018. We were explaining some of these very basic current events that were all in the news all year long, and then she got mad at us for explaining things to her, and then 2 or 3 weeks later she showed up and was like, guys, I watched this Michael Moore documentary and I care now. I've learned so much. Did you know blah 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 blah? And we were like, yes, bitch, we told you that like a month ago. To leave you alone. You know,
you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
You can't. You know, there's stupid people all around, giving all of us a bad name.
You know, there's an old hillbilly saying that says you can buy them books and send them to school, but if they chew the covers off, you can't do a damn thing about it.
See, there's good wisdom. There's good proverbs in the hillbilly nation. We can't.
There you go.
They're doing good work.
Yep.
It's just entitled people. It's just entitlement and the patriarchy weighing us down.
Yeah. I agree, and I'm going to mix both of you guys together. And why I'm such against the patriarchy and the bigger system is education is the key. But guess how much that would like shake up things for people in power if everybody was like reading books and going, well, hold up, what the heck?
Yeah,
you guys have been redlining me for years. I've been living in this bad school district for how long? Oh my God.
That's why most of the red states are like 47th, 48th, and 50th in education.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And yet they just keep voting that Republican Party right in. They just keep putting those folks that just take their, don't want to pay a minimum wage. And just keep going.
They don't know any better because that's their whole, that could be your whole life, like living in one place or just sticking or just feeling that like one mindset or one culture is the only thing that's going to be safe for you, like either physically or socially. Like there was what was I gonna? Oh, there's like I saw something. Maybe it was this year, talking about how capitalists get poor people to endorse capitalistic ideas because they put it in your brain that I'm a billionaire and you're just a billionaire waiting to happen. So all these cool things that I, the billionaire, want to have happen, I'm really just trying to make sure when you get here, you'll also reap all these cool benefits. But like,
it's a pyramid scheme.
It really is. Like they don't really you don't realize you're never gonna get there, and that's not like a bad thing or an insult. Like you're never gonna be a millionaire. Like you're never
gonna get that pink Cadillac.
The
Mary Kay pink. There's only one person out there that gets that Mary. But boy, you can just keep. You're that hamster on that treadmill. You're just going and going and going because you think you're going to end up just like they are.
They convince you you're working in your own best interest.
I won't have a pink Cadillac.
No,
no, right? You know what? Speaking of, too, I'm looking at those.
We got 3 people in Zoom, by the way. Sierra, I don't know.
I have 2 here coming up in a few minutes.
Is Antonia?
I don't know what her time is. Antonia's here though.
Yeah, we can slip Antonia in and then Melissa at 8.
Yeah, I don't know where Melissa went.
It's not Rosie.
Hi, Antonia.
Okay.
Hi, do you hear me?
Yes, welcome. How are you?
Am I on Zoom yet?
Coming.
Oh.
Antonia just did her first stand-up comedy show at the Pit. I hope you're okay with me saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Hysterically funny, and has been listening on the convo for a bit. So
wonderful.
That's pretty cool.
How are you doing today?
We're fine.
Who are we talking to?
You?
I'm talking to Antonia.
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, Brandon, what's your grandfather's name?
We call him Grandpa, but it's Barton.
Barton. Hi, Barton.
Hi, Antonia. Good evening.
Yeah. You got Barton, and then co-host Phines. Sierra's our producer, and then Pam is a guest who's been on before.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Please.
Absolutely.
But I'm moving it a little bit out of the political arena. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really don't always talk politics. We probably shouldn't.
Well, and is it okay if I ask a question about aging?
Go.
Yeah? Is that okay, Barton?
I won't get offended.
Sure.
Well, I'm wondering wondering about New Year's resolutions, and I'm kind of wondering, like, do you get to an age where you say, why would I bother with a New Year's resolution?
We're not dead yet. We're old.
I'm just curious.
You are a comedian.
Is that how you're feeling?
Well, I was actually wondering if Barton had words, pearls of wisdom.
Well, I haven't gotten to that point yet, so I don't know. I'm only 80, so I haven't.
So
really
you still make New Year's resolutions?
He's a spring.
Yeah, but I never keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that same vein, when do you stop buying furniture and say, wow, why would I buy a new couch? I might not get my money's worth.
When do you stop getting comfy? Is my question.
Oh my God! Answer it, Grandpa. Answer.
I guess when you're happy with what you have and you don't have any more space to put anything.
It's kind of like the same thing. When would you buy new underwear? You know, well, am I going to need new underwear? Probably, you know.
When the elastic band starts coming apart.
I know. But here's the thing. This is so great to have you guys hold me accountable. So one of my New Year's resolutions is going to be, I'm going to start wearing and using all my good stuff. So like, I've had this new bra for 6 months in my closet, and it's too good to wear. But first of all, as the women on this podcast know, at a certain point, it might not even fit, right? Things change, things move around. And so what am I waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Right?
Maybe you're saving it for somebody special. I don't know.
That's hopeful. No, but seriously, or why do I not use my new skin cream? I can't open it because I'm waiting for what?
It's going to get worse.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm going to start. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm not going to save things for some magical future point, you know?
Yeah, treat yourself.
I want to pose that to you, Antonia. When do you think it's time to stop buying new furniture?
Well, first you have to give away what you have. Maybe I think 80 is a good year.
You hear that, Grandpa?
Why?
Yeah, you have to let go at some point in your life and not try to hold on to everything as much. I think when you reach a certain age, and I just started really becoming that way. I think.
Yeah, I think that's really great.
I always, I never did New Year's resolutions until maybe like 2 years ago, because I always thought like, well, if I'm not doing it the rest of the year, I'm probably not going to successfully do it at the start of a new year. And then I kind of got whisked away. Like, I don't know, like the desire of hope, like really got me. Like, maybe I will. Why not today? Yeah, I remember 2 years ago I was like, I want to like schedule my day and like do all of these things. And on January 2nd, I did it. And then I had this chart on my bed for the next year where I was like, oh, maybe 2 New Years from now, I will like stick to this chart and like get the stuff done that I actually want to, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. I like it. Good.
Well, how many people really stick to their New Year's resolutions?
So few.
Yeah. I think that's, you know what? I think we should Google that.
How many people stick to their, it'd probably be skewed. People gonna lie.
Well, okay. What do you guys think are the guesses?
20%.
18, and that's rounding it up.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Any other guesses?
Grandpa.
Maybe we're just haters. Maybe everyone gets it done except for us.
No, I agree with it depends on what the resolution is. Some resolutions are a lot easier to keep. Like a lot of people will have a resolution to lose weight, which may be a more difficult thing to do.
That's right.
To stop buying things that they don't need. That's another one.
That's hard.
It just depends on what the resolution is, as far as the whether they keep the resolution.
Well, what percent? Okay, I've got the stats. Google's got the answer. What percent do you think make resolutions? Everyone gets a guess, except me because I know the answer.
74.
74. Okay.
50%.
Okay, 50.
68.
68.
85.
85.
That's a big number.
Wow, okay.
I think I'm thinking 60, 64.
Well, wisdom wins. Barton is dead on, pun intended. 50%.
I love Antonia.
50%. Exactly. Now, what percent keep them?
12. I'm going to say 12.
Of the 50%, I would say probably 20%, 25%.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
7.
5%.
I don't know who these overachievers are.
You guys are good. Fewer than 10%
Wow.
for more than a few months. Yeah, that was good, guys.
Why, if the statistics are so stacked against you, why do a resolution? Why not just incorporate it into your life any day that you think of, it's a weird thing.
Because we like ritual.
Yeah, it is ritualistic, isn't it?
Right.
That's what happens
Like
when you set
ritual.
your expectations.
Yeah, that's what we were talking before you got on, Antonia. I always fail on purpose so that if I do slightly well, I'm like really happy with myself.
I think that's maybe really considered very healthy.
I feel healthy. So
Is it defensive?
yeah, it's definitely
Defensive. Yeah.
absolutely. What are you thinking, Phines?
Yeah, I think they're blowing smoke up your ass. No, I think
on that, it's 8:00. So I'd love to. Pam or anybody can leave anytime they want. But I
Pam,
think
get out.
Happy holidays to all of you. I hope to see you all next year.
Yes.
Hope so, Pam.
Time. We love
Stay
you.
safe, everybody.
You too.
Thank you. You too.
Good to be with you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
But if anybody wants to stay, we'll just keep the guests coming. So this is Melissa.
Melissa, welcome.
Hello, Melissa.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
No, it's perfect. It'll sound
All right,
perfect.
cool.
I promise.
Great. How are you, Melissa?
I'm doing good. What's going on, everybody? Nice to meet everybody.
Hello,
So nice to meet you, Melissa.
Nice to meet you.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays to those who celebrate. Absolutely.
Yeah. How are you celebrating your holiday?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm celebrating that I made it through quarantine, that I made it through. I'm celebrating, I'm an entertainer, so I'm celebrating the break that's coming. I'm super juiced about that. And I'm celebrating a new year. I feel like this year has taught us so much about self-care, being in tune, being aligned, loving on ourselves, remembering the really beautiful things like family, your loved ones, what matters, and good wine. Thank God for good wine.
Oh my God, yeah.
Brandon, I think you need to have guests on that aren't so negative. Like she's bringing us down.
We've had those episodes for sure. I have an unopened bottle of wine that it's huge. It's like it was on
You need
sale.
to open it. You need to open it.
Like I kept putting it off, but fuck it.
What are
Tonight,
you
I'm
waiting
gonna-
for?
No, like why would
Melissa
you hold
say-
yourself back from this liberation moment? Like why would you do that? You need to open
Wait,
it.
something else I had to do, but yeah, why not?
Yeah, you gotta make space for that. This is a form of self-care. Thank God for the wineries.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa, I saw you added us on Twitter, so I'm going to ask you. This is important.
Yeah.
What are you going to do on December 21st?
On December 21st?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm going to start it by going to the gym because gym is life right now because quarantine's trying to get me. And from there, I plan to definitely digest all the wine that's necessary because I'll officially be on break. And probably finish watching This Is Us because that's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, yeah.
Melissa, I'm looking at your background there, and it looks like a commercial building or a school or a restaurant or a business. Am I wrong about that? Or?
She's on a WeWork.
Things in the air. This is my virtual background, but in time, this is going to be my life. So you got to put it in the air and speak it into existence.
Okay.
Show it into existence.
Yeah.
Right.
There you are.
Grandpa, did you not know about virtual backgrounds?
I do now.
We could put you anywhere. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, the first episode of the new year, we're gonna have some fun.
Remote control.
Yeah.
I guess it would be freaky to see Rosie fly from nowhere in the background. Yeah.
In case you don't know, Rosie's my bird on my shoulder. Yeah. My bird on my shoulder. You might.
Oh, shout out to Rosie. What's up, Rosie? Happy holidays.
You said you're an entertainer. What type of entertaining do you do?
Oh, yeah. So I'm an actor and I'm a producer. And then I also run a business coaching conference annually for emerging entrepreneurs. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it so much. I love it so much.
On a scale from 2020 to a 10, what do you think next year is going to be?
I honestly think next year is going to be an 11, and this is why. Because 2020 showed us all that we can do virtually that people have never done or have been scared to do. So now that you have the in-person taken care of and you have the virtual taken care of, 2021 can't stop you. It just can't stop you. It's all about elevating yourself from there. So to be honest, I think next year is going to be an 11. I think it's all gas, no brakes.
Yeah. Have you done you should do a TED Talk, Melissa. You have the voice of a TED Talk.
I think she's too negative.
Yeah.
Her vibe is so low.
You know, my mom has done a TED Talk.
She has. Wow.
Yep.
What was it over? What was it over? Yeah.
It was about taking your energy back, about being in tune and knowing where your energy lies and letting nobody disrupt that. So yeah, she did that about 4 years ago.
See? What was your guess, Antonio?
Can I tell you guys, so this is because I grew up with a mother who, Barton, you might be able to relate to this. She grew up during the war in England. And so I think she instilled in me a sense of scarcity, like if I'm ever anywhere, like my gym had free samples of deodorant, little tiny ones, and I took about 40. And what can I do with 40 deodorant samples, right? But I couldn't help myself. So one year I went actually to TED. I didn't speak, I went, which is just the most ridiculous amount of money in the entire world.
Right.
I came home with about 2 suitcases full of snacks because every day they have these like amazing snacks all around the conference center. And I would be shoving them in my pockets, shoving them in my bag. I would have like 2 bags and I would leave and if I kind of did I could have bought all those snacks about 100,000 times over and just not gone. Right? Mm-hmm. It's like this scarcity mentality.
It's funny. You should have, as you were leaving, you should have been like, this is my TED Talk. As you're taking that time to let people know that this is what I'm good at. This is what I do.
I'm really good at free samples.
Yeah.
I'm super good at free samples.
Everybody has their lane. Everybody has their lane. And you look like you have found your lane. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. If anyone seriously needs deodorant samples, come to me.
I think you and Mama have that in common because my mom definitely could give a TED Talk about, do you have McDonald's money? And let me and like grabbing stuff at buffets and sneaking in things in movie theaters and anything that's not nailed down, taking it with you because we paid this amount to get in here. So
First of all, I will be going to that tip top, okay?
But you know, those hotel rooms caught on to your mother and me, because what they did this super sneaky thing. They made the top of the coat hanger, the bar is just this little itty bitty big, and so you can't steal the coat hangers anymore because they don't work.
Is that why they did that?
Of course.
I think the funniest thing is, hearing my mom or you or somebody explain why they're still gonna steal that and why they're just owed to them, even though it's like called up there, is the even funnier TED Talk. Is like, oh yeah, they're still gonna figure a reason to say why they stole this. And it's great.
Oh, they played us. I had no idea. Dang, I didn't.
They know.
They know.
The hidden gems. Antonia, you're out here changing lives. I just want you to know that.
The little bath soaps and the conditioner, that's the most clean I ever feel. Like I live off those for like a week at a time.
Like, I'm gonna just be honest. I can't tell you how many towels I just stack. I'm like, can I have 6 bath towels and then just like pack them? Because like a white towel, like here for that. Mm-hmm. So, I feel you.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah,
Grandpa, you're about to.
Well, I just try to say I used to travel a little for business and stay in motels, and I accumulated like big buckets full of these little sample. Well, they're not really samples, but soaps. And they're just sitting around now for 5-10 years. I don't even use them.
Well, Barton, I can tell you something that they're quite helpful with. What you can do is unwrap them and stick them in your underwear and sock drawers. And they...
You don't mean the underwear I'm wearing, right?
No. No, I mean the ones folded nicely in the drawer.
Oh, okay. All right.
And you put little soaps in, and it makes everything smell extra nice.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
We're doing tips
you
and to get you into
the No, this is good.
We've got Bill waiting patiently in here.
Yes, it's 8:10, isn't it?
Go.
Yeah. Y'all are so welcome to stay. We'd love to have you for the rest of the show, but we understand if you need to go. But our last slot of the year, Bill Goldman, fan favorite, is on the show. Yeah.
Hello,
you
Bill.
Look so good, Bill.
Can't hear him.
Can we not?
He's like, I look so good. Oh, God damn.
He's frozen in time.
We can't hear this, man. This is the last time I'm using this website.
Hopefully he's explaining real fast.
This is the last time.
Well, it was so nice to meet y'all. Hope that I could share space with y'all again. Shout out to Bill Goldman. And I will catch y'all on social media. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Melissa.
Do you have any
uplifting person?
Melissa, any sites or anything you want to promote? You can feel free to promote to our audience.
Please.
Yeah, catch me on the Hired Podcast, where we talk all things employment in the world and how creepy it is to apply to jobs and interview. It's totally creepy. And then shout out on my Instagram and Twitter at Muganzo Entertainment and my website muganzoentertainment.com. Have a great day, y'all.
You too.
Oh,
you too. Thank you.
Later, fam.
I need the Hired Podcast in my life.
I got you, my man. Suffering. Bye, y'all.
I feel like I've heard an advertisement for the Hired Podcast somewhere.
Bill, can you refresh your page? I have no power from here.
Can you hear us, Bill? You give us a thumbs up if you hear us. You hear us?
Antonia? Is it?
Yeah.
Did I say it right? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
We're talking about, since you're 80s when you're going to stop buying furniture and whatnot. What's your plans for the next year? What you got going on?
I'm still working on it, but I'm going to have my plan ready by the end of the year.
Okay.
What do I have some work stuff I need to do.
What's work stuff? What are you? What do you do?
I'm an executive coach.
Okay. So then when we said work stuff, what's the first thing that popped to your head? Like, what are you thinking?
Well, I need to get my next level of certification. Mm-hmm. And it's a real pain in the neck, but I have to do it next year. That's a project.
Or else what?
Nothing, but I can charge more to certain clients.
Is that a college course, or how do you?
That's a great question. That's a great question, Barton. You have to take it through a global credentialing organization. Yeah, and it's European, and they're so bureaucratic. Yeah.
Bill, can you hear us? No.
No, too bad. It worked. Whatever you did was perfect for me. You did a great job.
It doesn't work.
I think we need a lip reader.
And it takes all this foolishness.
Ooh.
I don't understand.
Hello,
I am Bill.
It's when we were like, we're gonna have a podcast of like every technological space. It's been fun.
That sounds like a good idea, Brandon. What new technologies we'll have in 2021?
Well, yeah, but we gotta figure out how to use the technologies we have now.
Yeah, but if there's gonna be a new one, what's gonna be? What do you think?
The future.
This year, for next year, something that's cool, new and creative.
I'm excited because I'm gonna get the old MacBook when the new one comes out because it'll be at a discounted price. I've been waiting.
Am I saying your name right? Phines?
Phines.
Phines. Thank you. Phines. I think there's something cool called and it's something you use with Zoom, but it allows you to like animate things and put text on it and do all these like integration things with Zoom.
Yeah, all right. I can see that going. That sounds like something that happened next year. Sierra, what about you? Aren't you doing some type of animation stuff?
Yeah. Wait, Bill, I just sent you I just emailed you a new link. So maybe close this window and try that one. But yeah, I was just trying to do that. I was trying to rig up a character that I could like that connects to your camera and your mic, so that like it moves in real time with you. So like if you want to use an avatar or something and like go on a video or live stream or something, you can just hook that up and like open the app and go. Like you don't have to spend hours animating something. You spend the time to like prep this and then like you're good.
Nice.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Well, it didn't work. So
I thought you tried.
Oh, next year, yeah. Rosie, what do you think? Death to all men.
Grandpa, didn't you say that Rosie might be male? You didn't know?
I'm not certain. I'm not certain what she is or what he or she
has
is.
Has she laid any eggs ever?
No. Now, I have 3 other conures, and one of them laid an egg one time. But that's it. And she doesn't get along with the other 3, so they'll fight to the death. So I have to keep her in a separate room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where does Barton? Where do you physically live?
I live in suburban Philadelphia, right outside of the Philadelphia city limits.
Got it. So
and how about you? How about you, Antonio? Oh,
I live in Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon used to live there. You had a.
Where does Brandon live now?
I guess Atlanta as of 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but
wow. Down there.
I was in Queens for the last year and a half before.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, you're missing quite a big storm.
I'm in Astoria.
No, I heard it's
you
snowing.
are?
I'm in Astoria.
Did you see it's snowing?
It's still snowing crazy. Yeah, I'm like, my dog has used the restroom and I haven't taken him out in a couple of hours because I thought when it dies down, I'll run outside, but it has not died down.
No, but I think it's a good time soon to go for a walk.
You're right. I agree. It's going to be nice out. My dog's going to love it. He loves the snow. That's what I'm most excited about.
I don't know why. I thought you were in Canada currently, Antonia.
No, but that's where I'm from.
Gotcha.
Oh,
How long?
cool.
Bill? Oh,
Why?
I've also
Did you
completed a lot of the
fix
PIT
your
classes,
microphone?
Antonia, too.
A lot of
Sorry.
the what?
I've finished a lot of the PIT courses, so I've taken a lot of courses through the PIT.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
This was my first one.
I can hear you.
Yay. Oh, I'm
Can
sorry.
hear you now.
Why did you do that?
Phines, I have taken a lot of improv at Magnet, but this was my first course at the Pit, the comedy.
You seem like fun to do improv with. So that sounds.
she's
Not
so
very good.
No, that's okay. It's even better. I need to outshine a little bit someone. So good.
How did it feel doing the Zoom show yesterday?
Yeah, how was it?
Well, my friends are all so lame. I got 2 texts tonight saying, "We're on, but we don't see you. What's going on?" Like they're all useless.
Yeah.
My son said it just sounded like me.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I thought it was fun. I thought it was good. I think it's probably easier doing it online, right?
I mean, harder technically and like juggling a bunch of stuff, but like probably the central nervous system experience, yeah, way easier. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Did you get nervous before you performed comedy last night for the first time?
I did, but once we got going, I wasn't.
It was easy.
Yeah.
I feel like, sorry, I'm sorry, Brandon, go ahead.
Oh no, you just got a lot of laughs, so.
Well, I thought that there were a lot of laughs from a lot of jokes from our people that didn't get a laugh, but maybe we don't pause long enough for people.
I
there
think
were some great laughs,
but 80% of the guests had their mics and videos muted. So
of course.
There was 4 or 5 audience members. Besides that, it was almost completely our class who had heard the show like over and over again. Yeah.
That's so obvious. There was this one great line. I won't get this right, but this one woman in the class said, my mom was 19 when she met my dad and he was 37. So in other words, as she was coming out of the womb, he was leading a battalion in Vietnam or something.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great
Brown. It's a good joke. It's really good. Let's pause and try and get Bill on, I guess, in our last
deal. And I'm so sorry, Brandon. I have to leave at 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bill, I sent you a new clean feed link. So if you're able to close this window.
So I went to the new one. Can you hear me?
I can
hear you on the Zoom, but it's not going to record for our program.
Let me mute my Zoom.
Then we won't be able to communicate with you. Okay.
Okay. It shows in the clear feed that I see my voice. I see the green light
going up and down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's not connecting here, but are you able to try the new link I sent you a few minutes ago?
I did. Yeah, I'm on the new link.
Really? The name is the same.
Well, you're in good company because I heard Brene Brown interviewing Dax Shepard and Tim Ferriss tonight, and they were all talking about all the technical problems they had at the beginning of the podcast.
Is that Armchair Expert?
That was on Being. No, not on Being. Yeah, no. Whatever Brene Brown's is, I don't know what it's called. She was interviewing them on her show. It was good, really good.
Makes me realize how talented these people are that put through, television broadcasts. They operate seamlessly, and
I know.
It's unbelievable how well
I know.
The networks and so forth operate.
And you know what, Barton? I don't even know how to link my I don't even know how to link like my headphones to my phone. I mean, it's pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe Sierra or Brandon can help you with that.
Well, you know, I have my own technology consultant. He's 14.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they're usually pretty good at it.
Yeah. But tonight he said to me, first you have to try on your own before you ask me to help.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
He said, did you even try?
You have one son or more than one son? 2 sons. Oh, cool. And they think you're funny.
No, they don't.
Oh, no.
No, they're mean.
So they're funny too?
You know you're funny though, right?
Are they funny?
Actually, you know, one of them is quite funny. He imitates me all the time, and he knows me so well that he says imitations of me before I speak, and it's what I was going to say.
Oh, so he's only funny because he can read your mind. So you think you're funny. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how I got funny because I talk to my parents and they're not funny. My dad's, he's funny. He's kind of funny in that like,
Dad.
Why? Yeah, like, yeah. But I don't know. I just wonder.
Were you funny in school?
Yeah, I think I was funny in school.
Did you get in trouble?
Yes, I got in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, for distracting people because you were the funny guy?
Yeah, actually, my dad has a joke about that. That's the one joke he's like, because I always say it's not me, it's someone else. And he's like, oh, if the problem keeps changing, you're the same variable, it must be you.
Barton, were you funny in school?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't think that was my personality.
What was it?
Yeah.
I think more serious than that.
No.
Not particularly funny. Yeah.
What about you?
I don't. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. Finish.
No, I'm finished. Yeah.
I'm
not being very funny. Whatever.
I think you're funny.
Is Bill on? Bill? Is he?
He hears us, but
we're not getting his audio.
Bill's blood pressure's not doing too good right now. Yeah.
It shows green on my Yeti, and
are your headphones? I'm sorry. Are your headphones wireless? The ones you have on your head?
No.
They're wired.
They're wired.
Oh, Phines, does that matter?
Yeah, because I can't do Bluetooth on clean speed. So I don't know.
I mean, this is super rudimentary, but do you mind unplugging and replugging in your headphones and restarting? I mean,
if it works on Zoom, why wouldn't it?
How many times have you called Apple? And they said, did you turn off your phone?
Do you have anything else open on your computer that uses a microphone?
You know, it was a fun
I have a
idea.
question to ask regarding Apple.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we can answer it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have an Apple iPhone.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, I don't want to interrupt this gentleman because he hasn't been on. Bill hasn't been on at all. So go ahead.
Let's just
go ahead, Bill.
With it. Let's just.
Yeah. Can you? Oh, okay. No, I'm not coming to cloud feed now. No. This is pretty bad.
You sound like God.
Thank you. Would you like any things in the new year?
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's 2020. You know. What else is new? You're fine.
Yeah.
But Barton, I want to hear your Apple question.
Yeah.
Well, I had an Apple phone, and a few months ago, it started like dropping. The screen would go black, and then it wouldn't work at all. You couldn't turn it on. You couldn't turn it off. You couldn't do anything. I ended up getting a replacement.
Yeah.
Sent that Apple phone in, and they sent me a replacement, and I got another Apple phone, the same phone basically. later on. It came almost a day later when I ordered it. And after a few months, it's starting to do the same thing. And 2 days ago, like if I was searching on Google, whatever, the screen would just go blank. And then after a while, it would come back on. Now, the first phone didn't come back on at all. So it started coming. Now, so I ordered another phone. And now, between the time that I ordered the phone and now, the phone started working fine again. And I can't figure it out. So it was like, go ahead.
No. So is the question, should you send back the new phone you ordered?
I've already received it, and I don't know, what to do. And you can't get through. I dealt with Verizon, and you can't get through to anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult to get through.
Well, what do you guys think he should do?
You can't go in person because of COVID.
Get an Android?
No, it's an Apple iPhone.
It's an Apple, Brandon.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Your phone might stop working again. I think you should just use the new one.
Yeah.
That's what I pretty much have decided to do. Yeah. But again, if the one that was the same model went haywire, now the second one went haywire. I'm wondering why the third one wouldn't as well. Maybe I was thinking maybe it's a technical difficulty with Google or something with the network that would cause my screen to go blank, and then suddenly a couple days later come up completely and work perfectly. It just doesn't make sense.
What are you doing when it's going off?
Pardon?
What are you doing on the phone when it's going off?
Well, if I'm doing any kind of a search now, it allowed me to do some searches, but not others. But it wasn't like I couldn't get the search. The screen went blank, and you couldn't even turn it on or off. And then after a while, it would come back on.
Well, first of all, the fact that you can even say all this and you know all the terms is unbelievable, because this is like hard stuff.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah, you sound very educated. Google went down the other day. Did you guys know that?
Yeah,
I heard about
that. They did.
Now
that could have been the issue.
It could have. I missed a meeting because it did.
Oh.
Wow.
And I went to a Verizon store, and the salesman insisted, no, the phone's no good. And I was thinking that it could have been something to do with Google, but he insisted on ordering another phone and sending this one back. So I'm like, now I've got two phones and I have to send one back or I'll be charged for it. But anyhow, I don't want to get all into my situation because Bill has hardly had a chance to express himself.
Say some words.
Bill, say something.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, I don't.
Again.
Did Sienna do something?
What did you do?
I did nothing.
Well, I clicked my.
It's 8:30. I want to thank you guys for an amazing show.
Can we go overtime, or do we need to? Or are we?
Phines and Antonia have to go. I can talk with you.
And Brandon, I'm sorry, Grandpa, he has to go too.
Yeah. I think
sorry.
We can do 60 seconds of just saying goodbye. Hello, Bill.
Hello. Goodbye. Happy holidays. And I love Melissa. She brought such optimism. That's exactly what we needed.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And then got the fuck out of here. I just wanted to say that we've had so many guests. We've done I think 20 episodes now, and everybody has just been so amazing. And I want to thank all of the people that have been on the show in the past and that have kept coming back, and all of our listeners in France and crazy faraway places. Any last words from anybody? I don't know.
Well, I want to thank everybody for being on with us and have a happy and safe new year, and hopefully things will be better for us in this country. I hope so.
Amen.
Bill, you want to get in your 2 cents before?
I'm glad to see that Grandpa got a new microphone.
No, same one.
Oh, it's the same one?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I guess I'll have to come back after the new year. And there were so many interesting things to talk about that I wanted to talk about. Oh,
it's great.
I guess I can't.
Dang, that sucks.
We're doing it.
I don't mean that, and I didn't mean that facetiously. Bill, you're great. I think you're awesome. What was I thinking about you the other day? Just about just want to be an actor and wanting to be the roles you get and stuff like that. But anyways, what a pleasure to meet you, and what a pleasure to meet everybody in this year. And even though this year has been, crazy and nuts, it also there's positive stuff to always look at. And who would have thought we would have young people and old people talking on the internet virtually together?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Grandpa,
cool.
25 years ago, when you were holding me in your arms, did you think this was going to happen?
I didn't have the foggiest idea. Not really. But, you guys can stay on. Brandon.
I've got to go.
Everybody's gonna go.
Squad.
Yeah, I got things to do.
You got to walk your dog.
Yeah.
You want to be the first guest of the new year?
Yeah.
Yes.
And stay on for the next 4 hours. All right, Joe.
I'll make it up to you.
Brandon, if I go to Canada in the new year, maybe my mom can be on with me.
Oh my God, that'd be so amazing.
Yeah. She couldn't figure it out on her own. But if I go visit her, we can.
Is she funny like you?
She's insane.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody. Grandpa, you might have left already, but I love you.
I love you too, Brandon. And we'll get back together. Bye-bye.
Have a great night.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, you guys. Bye.
Podcasting with Grandpa Bart and Rosie, always on his shoulder. This is Grandpa and Chill.
Grandpa and Chill is brought to you by your hosts, Brandon Fox, Bart Frank, and Phines Jackson. Our producer is Sierra Doss. You can find episodes old and new on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch the show, and follow us on Twitter for behind-the-scenes moments you can't get anywhere else.